A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+, English, because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
I'm Shiglin.
And in our continuing series of interviews with working people, where we get to find out about their jobs, their careers, their daily work, today we are turning our attention to someone that anyone out there who's, younger-ish probably has never really had a lot to do with. Yeah, we're talking about an insurance agent. I mean, maybe your parents or someone who's an insurance agent, but most young people don't buy insurance.
No.
Right? Because it costs money and you use it to protect really expensive things. And when I was a kid, I didn't own a house or a car or a boat or anything that you might insure. But this is an important job. And when you get in trouble as an older person, as you may do because of bad luck or whatever, an insurance agent would be your best friend in a very important moment. So it's an important job. It's an interesting job. And it's something that, it's good to know about. So let's find out about insurance agents after we answer our question here. Would you like to sell things for a job, insurance or other things? Why or why not?
I actually would like to. I was thinking about opening up my own clothing store.
Oh,
I mean, if it's something that you're really into, I think it would be really fun to sell them.
Okay, and that's actually a good point. The people I know who are salespeople, they often say that if you believe in your product, you will be a much better salesperson. Now, what about if it wasn't a store? Because a store is easy, right? People will come in and they're already there. So you just have to get them to spend some money. What about like walking up to strangers on the street to try to sell them something that maybe they don't think about or maybe don't really want right now?
This is a really difficult job.
That's harder.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure if I could nail
that's
it.
kind of like an insurance agent, right? Because they have to get you interested in it. They have to introduce it to you. And I also know it kind of makes sense. The hardest things to sell are the most expensive things.
That's true.
Right? A house, a car, insurance, because people are going to have to spend a lot of money and you have to convince them to give their money to you. And that's not easy. So let's find out how to be an insurance agent and all about insurance too in our article.
Interview with an insurance agent. From sales to helping people. Warm-up question. Would you like to sell things for a job? Why or why not?
What made you become an insurance agent?
Because I didn't want to have fixed salary jobs, I began working in sales. Then I realized the nature of the insurance sales job is to help people. I also saw my supervisors keep pushing their limits at work. For these reasons, I wanted to do this job for good.
Okay, so let's get into our interview with Victor, the insurance agent. We know his name is Victor because it says Victor there on the page.
It does?
It does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
and it also says A+, because that's us. Okay. It's like we're asking the questions or someone from our magazine. So here's the first question. What made you become an insurance agent? All right. Now here when we say what made you do something, it's not like someone was like, Victor, become an insurance agent. I'm making you do it or I'll shoot you.
Okay, I will.
No, it's kind of more like what was part of your thinking? Why did you decide? Why did you choose? And maybe it was something he always wanted. You know, I was just born with a love of insurance, which is probably not likely. But anyways, why did you become or what made you become an insurance agent? And Victor says, because I didn't want to have fixed salary jobs, I began working in sales. And that's actually a really good reason, a very common reason for people to begin working in sales or to be a salesman, woman, person. We can say any of those. It's because they want to sort of make more money when they are more successful. Right? If you have a fixed salary income, you go to work and no matter how well you do, how efficient you are, how productive you are, you get the same amount of money at the end of the month. Maybe the boss will say, good job, or something like that, but that's about it. Whereas if you're a salesperson and you sell 1 million things in 1 month or whatever, you'll make more money.
Yeah,
interesting. So what did you want to become when you were a kid? Did you ever dream of being a salesperson?
No, I've never.
No.
I never knew about the job. I think I wanted to become a singer, either a singer or a fashion designer.
So you made your dreams come true.
Kind of.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And how about a dog chef? Because you're also a very good dog chef, I hear.
I'm not really sure if it tastes good. You have to ask Charlie about
Does he eat it?
He does.
Then it tastes
Everything.
good.
No, he eats anything.
Oh, don't say that.
He basically eats
You should give
cat
yourself more credit.
poop.
I don't even want to know about that. All right, so you wanted to be a singer when you were a kid. That's great because that is what you are, among many other things. Back to the article. This is Victor explaining. He says, so he wanted to make, more money in sales, and that's one thing you can do. Then he says, I realized the nature of the insurance sales job is to help people. And here it's not talking about trees and birds and, animals in the forest when we say the nature of. We're talking about this is the main part of the job. This is the sort of big idea in this job is to help people. I mean, I guess you help people when you're selling them anything. But like I said earlier, insurance is something that will really help you in an emergency, in a big emergency or facing a big problem in life. And so, at those times, it is definitely help. He said, I also saw my supervisors keep pushing their limits at work. So he had some good mentors, I guess we could say mentor, sort of like someone who teaches you things, who you look up to, who sort of acts as a teacher, a guide, something like that in a job or in a career. So he had these people at work who had more experience and had been there longer. And he's like, wow, they do really good and do really well. And I can learn so many good things from them. For these reasons, he said, I wanted to do this job for good, not like for a superhero. I'm doing it for good. No, it means that this is something he wanted to do forever, for his career, for his life's work.
Oh my goodness.
Very exciting.
Well, his supervisor really did make a really big influence on him.
Absolutely.
him, right?
I mean, it does make a big
Crazy.
difference, right? If he gets into the job and he's not sure if he likes it, if he has that mentor, that person can really help him and, help his determination and help him to push his limits. And that's an expression that kind of means, we also might say going outside of your comfort zone, right? It's easy if you've ever played a video game many times, I'm sure you can play up to level 5 really easily. But once you try to get really, really good at it, you might fail a few times. And then as you learn, as you get experience, you'll get better and better. And what seemed difficult last month will be easier this month because you've been pushing your limits, as you said, like lifting more and more weight each time you go to the gym. Eventually, the old weight becomes easy.
Yeah, 所以就是去超越你的极限，例如 going beyond what's thought to be possible. So maybe like if you're not used to doing something and then you start doing something new, maybe you're pushing your limits too.
10 kilograms.
Yeah, keep going.
I'm exhausted.
Can you share your daily work with us?
My day usually starts with a meeting about different insurance information at 8:30 a.m. Then I do some work and train other insurance agents before noon. In the afternoon, I visit clients and plan the next day's work and meeting.
All right, back to our interview. So the next question for Victor, can you share your daily work with us? All right, so this is kind of just like saying, tell us more about your daily work, not sharing like you share your pizza or your birthday cake, more like, can you share information or can you tell us more about what you do every day? What, the typical day in the life of an insurance agent. And so he says, my day usually starts with a meeting about different insurance information at 8:30 a.m. Wow, so he kind of has to get to the office a little bit early.
Yeah.
Maybe because when he starts making his, phone calls, that's already when people are working.
Right.
So he's got to be there a bit earlier or something like that. So there you go. And I guess, like a lot of businesses in the insurance business, things change, right? The way people buy, what you're selling. So you kind of have to learn about things like, if you work with computers, you got to learn about the new technology, the new ideas, and insurance, it's the same. So what do you do to start your day? We noticed there, I guess, Victor, he didn't say I get up, I put on my clothes, I brush my teeth, I eat breakfast, I go to the office. He just said I have meetings, but I guess he does all that other stuff too.
Of course.
Yeah, I would imagine. So what do you do to start your day? Not have a meeting, hopefully.
Can I say swimming?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I told you about that
You
earlier.
did.
Yeah, I swim. I get up at 6 and then I start swimming at 7 or 6:30.
That's crazy.
For about 45 minutes.
But that's a fantastic. And you said after your swim, you feel
energetic and
There
full
you
of
go.
beans. So, and I came here, I actually just came here from my swimming pool.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. So you don't need a cup of coffee or a cold shower, a good swim, a little bit of a
Hot
workout.
shower with a cup of iced coffee.
Oh, that sounds even better. After the swim, before the swim, or during the swim?
After
'Cause
swimming.
if you can
come
swim
on.
with a coffee, you're very
no,
talented.
I'm not you. You're a good swimmer, professional.
I'm not that good a swimmer. Okay, so that's probably
Yeah.
something like what Victor does. But 6 a.m., maybe not that.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to his answers. So he has these meetings early in the morning. Then he says, I do some work and train other insurance agents before noon. Wow, okay. So he's not actually doing any salesman work before noon or lunchtime. And he is also training the younger workers, training other insurance agents. So that's nice. And then after lunch, in the afternoon, I visit clients and plan the next day's work and meetings. So that's when he might even leave the office.
Yeah.
Or, do phone calls
Visiting
or
is the
video
fun part of the
conferencing.
job, don't you think?
Yeah, and I think as a salesperson, often they do get out of the office because they want to go to where the customers are. And so that is something he does. I guess the other nice thing is every day is a little bit different, right? And he's always not just sitting at a desk looking at a computer all day, because he might find that a bit boring. What about that 8:30 a.m. meeting? Is that a bit early?
What do you think? I think it's so early, actually.
I think it's quite early.
Me
but
too.
My problem with going to work early at around 9 or 9:30, it's just so busy on the bus and the MRT.
Peak hour.
So 8:30 might actually not be bad. Yes, you have to wake up early, but it might take, you might be able to get to work
Before
very
the peak hour
quickly and
starts.
easily. So, but yeah, I'm not an early bird.
Okay.
I guess you could say.
Early bird.
So that might be a little difficult, but you get used to it. All right, we're going to toss it over to you, and then we're going to be back to look at our new words.
好，我们文章中第一个单字 realize 就是意识到或了解的意思。比如说 some people just don't realize how much their words can hurt someone。又或者是如果你今天做错一件事，然后你发现你做错了，你就可以说 he didn't realize his mistake until I told him。代表我告诉他之后，他才知道自己做错了。好，那 realize 我们再造一个句子当了解、发现的意思。Lisa realized she left her jacket at home, so she went to get it. Lisa 发现她把夹克留在家里，所以就回去拿了。那么我们刚刚讲到的 nature 这个字指的是本质、性质的意思。所以只要一个人天性呢比较敏感一点，你就可以说she has a sensitive nature. She gets emotional pretty easily. 比较容易就会感动，喜欢哭出来。那 nature 的部分呢，我们也可以指大自然哦。像是如果说你喜欢大自然吗？你也可以讲 Are you a nature lover? 那我们这边再造另外一个句子，指的是本质的意思。 The nature of a smile is to make people feel warm and friendly. 笑容的本质呢，是让人感到很温暖，然后很友善的。那刚刚是不是有看到一个片语 to push one's limit？ 这个就是去推啊，去达到某人的极限。那么这个平常如果你有在喝酒，你也可以说是一个人的酒量，或者是你可以承受多少的力度，这些都是可以当 limit。所以比如说 I know my limit, I can't drink more than 3 cocktails。那另外呢 limit 这个字呢，它当动词也可以哦。那如果加了一个 ed 就会变形容词，就是有限的 limited。比如说 The offer is only available for a limited period。比如说 I'm at my limit, I can't do any more homework。我已经极限了，没有办法再做更多的作业。那我们刚刚提到说Victor 啊，每天8点半早上就要开会了嘛。那如果呢，我们叫做 meeting。那所以如果你在开会中，那就是 be in a meeting 加一个 be 动词就好了。比如说 I'm in a meeting now, I'll call you back later。我现在在开会，我等下打给你吧。那如果是去参加会议呢，就是 attend a meeting。比如说 Why didn't you attend the meeting that day？ 你那天怎么没有来参加会议呢？那我们看另外一个句子哦，这边指的是举办一个会议的意思。The boss held a meeting to decide some important things in the office。为了决定一些办公室比较重要的事项呢，老板就召开了一场会议。那刚刚有一个 magic box， 我们里面是不是看到 for good？ 因为 Victor 就是哇，这个他的 mentor 给他好多的建议，他就觉得我要做这个工作永远。这个 for good 像老师刚刚讲，不是那个 superhero， 是永远的意思。比如说 John decided to quit smoking for good。John 终于决定要永久戒烟了。So don't forget to practice all of the words, and we will go to our review time right now.
Review time.
All right, we are back with a quick review / game / activity of our new words, because we had 4 words there in the first part of our interesting interview with Victor, the insurance dude. I'm going to call him an insurance dude because it sounds cooler. Insurance salesman. And so our words were realize, nature, limit, and meeting. Are you ready to play a little game?
Of course.
Are you ready to play a little game of fill in the blanks?
Great.
Or do you think you have reached your blank with this activity?
I've reached my limit.
You've reached your limit? Oh, but that's the blank of teaching English.
That's the nature of
That's
teaching
it.
English.
You gotta teach the vocabulary words. Didn't you blank that when you took this job?
Didn't you realize that?
Right. We should have a blank after this filming.
Can I not?
We have to.
Oh, but I hate meetings.
Oh, but bosses love them.
Okay.
The longer, the better.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go have a meeting. But don't worry, it's just it's
Extra
you
pay?
and me, so we'll have a fun meeting at a
that's
good restaurant, and we'll probably end up,
Eating.
forgetting what we're
Junk
talking
food.
about.
Yeah.
That's right, and just sharing cake. All right, that's all the time we have, guys. But we're gonna be back with Victor. He's gonna be here. Get yourself insured because you don't want something bad to happen between now and tomorrow. And if you need insurance, I know the guy.
Find Victor.
Victor. Yeah. See ya.
Magic box.
那边呢，那几个女生在窃窃私语，哎呀，一定呢是被我樱木花道迷人的模样给迷倒了吧，哈哈哈哈！哎呀，真是拿他们没办法啊！哎，什么？你说你听到他们在讨论什么 ？You heard them talking about him 啊？你听到他们在讨论那个讨人厌的流川枫吗？哼，我马上呢把他们赶出球场，不要打扰我们练球。英文里面呢，看到了、听说这些呢，都是统称为感官动词。顾名思义呢，就是跟我们的感觉器官有关系的。比方说呢，听、hear、看、see， 或是呢感觉 feel 等等哦。这类的动词呢，和其他动词不太一样的地方呢，就在于句子后面接的第2个动词呢，可以是原形动词，也可以是现在分词 VING 啦。那呢，我们首先看一下第2个动词是怎么跟感官动词连接在一起的。比方说呢，我的好队友呢，宫城哦，他紧张兮兮，因为呢，他看到了他的梦中情人才子呢，跟其他男生走在一起。他说 I saw her walking with another guy. 她跟另一个男生呢走在路上。这个句型呢，也就是主词 ，OK， 也就是呢看到或是听到的人呢，加上这个动词 hear、saw，OK， 后面呢加上受词，再加上第二个动词。要特别注意到呢，第二个动词做动作的人是受词哦。以刚刚的例子来看呢，主词我看到了 ，I saw her walking，OK，her 就是才子，而 walking 呢就是在走路，是才子在走哦。所以整个句型呢就是这样子哦。我们呢可以再看一个句子呢，像我这样的天才，在球场上呢一定是闪闪发亮，大家呢都在讨论我啦，我呢就听到他们说我的名字 ，I heard them talking about me， 听到他们在讨论我，一样呢，主词加上感官动词，后面呢受词 them， 他们在讨论我，所以呢再接上 VING talking 就是这样子使用了。刚刚呢，前面有说到呢，感官动词后面可以加上动名词或是原形动词，这两者有什么差别嘞？例如呢，我看到大猩猩在打球哦 ，I saw him play basketball， 跟 I saw him play in basketball， 这两句的中文呢都是我看到他在打篮球，但是英文的话呢，接原形动词的意思是呢，我看到他打篮球的整个过程哦，看他呢开始打球到他结束要回家了。但是呢，使用动名词哦，却是我看到他的时候，他正在打篮球，所以呢，意思还是有一点不同哦。是说呢，他怎么练了这么久还没练完啊？哎呀，希望大猩猩可爱的妹妹可以赶快来接他下课啦。